All right, a real short video just to share with you one of my favorite setups, and it occurred today in ISIS. What we have here is a stock that's looking like intraday capitulation, and so this is a reversal trade, and I'm looking for a bounce here, okay? Everyone says the trend is your friend, and you always want to trade in the direction of the trend and so on, but there are also capitulation trades where you get nice reversals, and they're actually my favorite trades, okay? And they are not following the trend. They're kind of the opposite. You're looking for a capitulation and a bounce. The reason I like them is because when they work and when played properly, you make your money almost immediately. Plus, you have a very clearly defined trigger and stop. So I'm looking for these. In addition to what we call in the chat room as far as on the watch list, I'm looking for these all day long because they're my favorite setup. So here you go, ISIS. You can see the candles kind of getting what we call shape to the downside. If you loosely connect the tops of the candles, you can see the shape change, right? And even here, it's even getting faster. And you don't need to draw these lines once you've seen enough of these. And then you have the volume bars reaching out to the price. They look like they're reaching out for each other. So this is a perfect setup. And I don't know where it's going to bounce, but I'm looking for an intraday bounce. And so generally what I'll do is I'll switch from 5-minute candles to 2-minute candles once I've established that, hey, this is a good candidate. And this, it's kind of an X-ray technique, if you will. I'm looking inside of this 5-minute candle on a smaller time frame to see if I can get a better entry on the reversal. So let me switch to 2-minute candles. Okay, so now here on 2-minute candles, you can see that you had these 3 candles right here. Let me get my drawing tool going again. You notice the range of these 3 candles in this circle. Okay, they're not huge in range, but look what happens on the next candle. See how much bigger it is? So what you have here is you already know this is an established potential reversal play, right? And now you've got this candle moving much faster than the previous 3. And so it's over 50 cents in range. This 2-minute candle is over 50 cents in range. And I'm looking to go long the first break of a previous candle's high. Now, I don't want to call that on a 50-cent range candle. So if the next candle opens here, I don't want to go long at 58.07 when the next candle will have already moved up 60 cents, right? So in this scenario, what I'll do is I'll say, you know what, I want to see inside of this 2-minute candle, and so I'll drop down to a 1-minute candle. Let me do that now. Okay, so now here we are with 1-minute candles, and you can see this is almost a perfect setup, right? You've got this beautiful little narrow hammer candle on big volume, 76,000 shares in 1 minute. And it gives you, the beauty of it, it gives you a very tight trigger and stop. So my long entry is going to be if the next candle breaks this one's high, 57.18, and my stop goes below this candle's low, 56.99. So you're talking about 19 cents a share risk. And look at this. Triggers here, doesn't stop out, and then it's off to the races. And in let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, in about 5 minutes, it goes from 57.19 or 57.18 all the way to 58.50. That's in 5 minutes. It's $1.32 in 5 minutes. That exactly shows that. Well, that's not proper English. That shows you exactly why that's my favorite setup. You can be sitting there all day and then catch one of these plays and make your daily goal and then some right there. And if I switch to 5-minute candles real quick, there's that pop. I'm always a seller on that first pop, especially when it gets up to this blue line, which is the 5-minute candle, 8-period moving average, and it stopped cold right there, right? So if you're selling it all right there, boom, a quick $1.30 something. If you wanted to hold a few with a low of day stop, you ended up getting another $1 something move, about another $1 move over this high later in the, probably, I don't know, 90 minutes later. But generally, I'm taking these right at that falling moving average and selling all. But it's a great way to make some quick money. And once you establish that you have one of those setting up, give it all your focus, take the trade, get out, and then move on to another one. And we do that all day long in chat. Those are some of my favorite plays. Obviously, we also play other stuff as well, but that reversal play literally is my favorite.